Now, you must understand something when it comes to answering comprehension passages. The first thing you need to understand is, do you understand the passage itself? Now, if you do not understand the comprehension passage, remember, it is aptly named comprehension. So if you do not comprehend the passage, then there's no need, because it is obvious that your answers would be wrong. So it is important for you to read through the passage thoroughly before going to answer the questions attached to it. Now, please note, in answering the questions, you may need to reread the passages up to 3 times. Now, this looks maybe a bit tedious under exam conditions, but that is the best way to go about it. Now, note, when you're reading for the first time, you read very fast. Now, this is you reading basically to get a gist of what the passage is about. So, speed is of the essence here. Now, please remember, you have a 20 minutes time frame to answer each comprehension passage that you come across. And so what that means is that if you are to read a passage in 4 minutes, so you have 4 times 3, that's 12 minutes to read a comprehension passage, and you have the remaining 8 minutes to answer it. So the very first reading that is done is very fast, and afterwards you go to the questions. Now, after reading through the questions, you go back to the comprehension passage, and this time around, read slowly. Now, in reading slowly, you already have the questions at the back of your mind, so it's easy when you read because you are able to pick up the answers to each questions that you've read at a glance. And after you've written down your answers, it is also important to go through the comprehension passage once again and cross-check them with the answers that you've written. So please remember, it is important to reread the comprehension passage. Don't just read once and answer, because you may make errors that may cost you dearly. Now, another thing you also need to understand is psychological factors. Now, what do I mean by this? When reading, put away everything from your mind. Focus solely on the passage at hand. Now, reading and doing other things may not help you. Now, remember, that is why during examination conditions, you focus only on your paper. Every form of noise is reduced to the barest minimum. And so please, if you are thinking about any other thing, it may lead you to start muddling upwards, and that would not help. Another thing you also should consider is the use of figurative and idiomatic expressions in the comprehension passage. Now, like I said earlier, your comprehension tests every aspect of your knowledge of English language. And so you come across comprehension passages that have these expressions in them. And so it's important for you to first and foremost understand the meaning of these idiomatic and figurative expressions, and also the context in which they are being used. Now, you may know them to mean one thing figuratively, but yet they may be used in another context. So it's important for you to know and understand them. Another point worth considering is high sounding words. Now, you can come across words that you often refer to as big grammar. Now, when you come across any word as such, please bear in mind that if you do not understand the word, please just continue reading, because the rule is you must keep going forward when it comes to reading. No need to go back. Now, a clue that may help you to understand the meaning of that word is look at the way the word has been used in the context. Look at the way the word has been used in the context. Now, let's look at an hypothetical example here, the word ammunition. Let's say you don't know the meaning of the word ammunition, and you read a statement that says the soldiers were defeated because they had no ammunition. Now, you know what soldiers do. Soldiers go to war, they fight. Now, they were defeated because they had no ammunition. So obviously, ammunition may mean or should mean fighting equipment. And so that may provide a clue to what the word ammunition is. So please do not dwell too long on any words you do not know the meaning. Just progress forward. Just progress and actually go back when you have enough time. Then also consider clauses and phrases, especially ones that will be italicized in the comprehension passages. Now, one thing you have to first ask yourself in order to understand what the clause or phrase is, first thing is it a clause or is it a phrase? Now, to understand whether it's a clause, it must have a subject and a finite verb. And if it's a phrase, it's often a group of words that lacks a finite verb. So when that is done, you understand that yes, you know whether it's a clause or a verb or a phrase. Now, it goes beyond that. You also have to be able to decide what type of a clause is it or what type of a phrase is it. So, is it noun? Is it a noun clause or is it a noun phrase? Is it an adjectival phrase or is it an adjectival clause, and what have you? Now, for you to be able to understand this, then you have to ask yourself that this group of words that have been italicized, what function do they perform? Do they serve as a noun or do they serve as an adjective? This will help you to understand what function the italicized words are performing. In our next video, we'll be looking at other aspects of comprehension passages, including the types and how the questions are structured. Thank you.